Today we're going to be answering if Formal is going back to Call of Duty and more. So let's talk about it. Yo, what's up, guys? Why Not Be Reckless, aka Why Not Be Casting. I'm one of the HCS commentators, analysts, and grassroots content creators, and we have another HCS report where today we're going to be talking about if Formal is going to Call of Duty, and also talk about some of the questions that are going to be coming up with that. Like, why would he leave? What does that mean for his teammates? How does that affect his gameplay? How does that affect his legacy? We're going to talk all about it, but first we got to talk about this video that just came out. In case you haven't realized it, Formal's been dropping massive hints about going back to Call of Duty, from hints about talking about the Esports World Cup to wanting to compete as a professional player, but none more confirming or more out there and giving us as much details as this video that came out when he was playing what I believe to be Valorant with Nadeshot. We're going to watch a bit of the video. I'm going to cut up a little bit. We're going to watch some of the video, and we're going to talk about what this means, but let's get it rolling.
Asking Black Ops 6.
You guys got room on your roster or what?
You could literally, I swear on everything that is holy in this world, Formal, if you wanted to play for LA Thieves, I would make it happen immediately.
Really?
Immediately, bro. You step right back into Call of Duty. Nobody tells me at LA Thieves, say, oh, the GM, Brandon's our dog, that's my brother. But it would be the only time that I would veto anybody's position saying that they're paid to do this and they need to let them do their job the right way. I'm telling them it's wrong. And get Formal on the...
This.
Yeah, it's locked. It's when you just say the word.
You have good taste, my friend.
All right.
Dead ass.
I like all of that.
Dude said it is locked. That is it. You say the word, you're going back to Call of Duty, and I have a roster spot for you. We're going to talk about that.
I got to like rework your roster a little bit though.
You could have the fucking keys to the kingdom, brother.
Okay, there we go. That's all I need to hear.
I know that this
I
thing...
think Ghostie's good.
All right, Krem's nasty too. Nasty's pretty nasty, and so is Joe Deceives. You know, but you can express your opinions in private when I'm not put in this position. If you want...
Not gonna lie, kind of crazy that not only did he talk about automatically having a roster spot for Formal, but Formal's saying that he wants to make changes to the roster, and he's saying it's yours. Like, that guaranteed, no matter what, to have one spot being replaced by Formal, and then at least one other one, and that's if Formal doesn't want to change the whole entire roster. Actually kind of crazy that he just said that on stream. Like, wow.
Back on, bro, you're in. LA Thieves, book it, bro. You can stay on Optic with Hector, but you gotta rock LAT while you're playing first. That's all I ask.
Okay.
Done.
Okay. Say less.
I mean, I'm not trolling, and I am 100% dead serious.
I believe it. Like everything I'm hearing.
Okay. Keep that in the back of your mind.
I will. I will.
You think I'm clip farming? I'm being dead fucking serious.
No, you think serious?
I'll take a lie detector right now. Y'all don't understand. I don't give a fuck if this guy hasn't played COD for 4 or 5 fucking years. In 3 months, bro, it'll be top 10 in the league. It's a guarantee.
Dude literally just said he's not just clip farming, he's not just capping. Like, he's saying, like, he is being for real, for real. He wants Formal on the roster.
I've seen it. I watched him play Ghost. This man literally was sticking his ass, a figure up his ass on Halo Reach and all this shit. Just decided to play Call of Duty on a whim, and this motherfucker was gunning me with a Vector cross-map Warhawk Blitz. I said, uh-oh, we're going to have to get this guy in the team. Or I'm out of a job.
So a lot to digest there, and before we even get to the Halo side of things, like, a lot to digest there, even from like the Call of Duty side of things. Like, and I will say, obviously, Formal is a generational talent. I'm sure him and, as he said, Ghosty, who apparently is the real deal with Call of Duty, would be a dynamic duo, would be absolutely incredible together. But I will say, kind of think about that if now again, I know I haven't watched Call of Duty in a very long time. I'll be honest with you. But I'm just saying, from my perspective, if I'm one of the players that's on the 100 Thieves roster and I'm hearing this, I'm like, wow, this is kind of coming out of nowhere. I thought I had a guaranteed roster spot, and meanwhile, you know, automatically Formal gets on. Formal has a roster spot no matter what, and then on top of that, he literally said, "I have to make changes to the roster," and he said, "I'll give you the keys to the kingdom," which again to me tells me at least one roster spot is going to be moved, maybe two, if not the entire team. Although he did say he really likes Ghosty. It just, I'll be honest with you, if I was on the 100 Thieves roster, I wouldn't have liked that exactly coming out of Nadeshot, but. Again, we're talking about a once in a lifetime type of talent and form. He's one of those players that just pick up any game and instantly be great at it. Like if he wanted to go pro in Apex, I'm sure he'd be able to do it. If he wanted to go pro in Valorant, I'm sure he'd be able to do it. No matter what it is, he'd be good. So I feel like next up we got to kind of talk about why would he want to leave, like, and that's where, you know, a lot of different variables come in. You know, a lot of people have expressed being worried about if there's going to be another HCS season, and kind of wondering what that would even look like. And although Tasha and a lot of the members of 343 at HCS have really been hinting hard, not quite confirming, but hinting hard that there will be another season of the HCS going to season 4, which I'm really excited about. You know, there's no doubt that I'd be seeing them Call of Duty venues. I see those prize pools and whatnot. Like right now, Call of Duty is on top, and I mean, there's no doubt that Halo isn't. Like, you guys know I love Halo. I'm passionate about Halo. I want Halo to be on top. I feel like we are one game changer, one crazy announcement away from really getting people to draw back to Halo, because it really is a great game. Competitive-wise, it's fun. It literally is the full package right now, but day one, it wasn't the best. Call of Duty, sometimes the grass is green on the other side, and we've already seen Formal leave Halo to go to Call of Duty and find massive success. Think about the numbers that he's able to get on COD. If he goes back, dude, we're talking about 3x, 4x, 5x the numbers that he does on stream right now, and he'll instantly be one of the faces of COD. Like, it's tough for me to sit here and say, oh, he shouldn't go to Call of Duty. Like, I don't want to be selfish there. Like, you know, if in his hearts of hearts he wants to go, the last thing I would want to do is try to force him to stay in Halo, and it's a very good chance, it seems like, that he would go. Now, another question becomes, like, how does this affect his gameplay and his team's success? Like, some people are saying, like, you know, Optic haven't won a tournament right now. They're like, what needs to change? Something has to change. Like, is it Formal's fault? Is this and that and third? And I'm over here like, when did second place in all 3 tournaments become a bad thing? Like, we're talking about Formal here. Have you guys not been watching the tournaments? Like, the eyeball test tells you that Formal has been absolutely incredible. The stats also tell you that he's out of this world. In fact, let's look at the stats. We're talking about top 20 as far as KD. We're literally talking about top 14 as far as KDA. As far as kills per game, top 13, and damage per game, top 7 in the entire league. That right there is absolutely crazy, but I know there's going to be some haters and talking about, oh, those are overall stats. He stat padded in the beginning of tournaments, yada, yada, yada. Well, you know what? Don't worry. I got something for you too. We'll actually take the last 2 matches that he played at Atlanta, and let's see how things go. Formal, 69. This is a matchup against SSG. This was the last matchup, grand finals. 69 kills, 36 assists, died 87 times, but putting up 25,825 damage. Most in the lobby, or excuse me, third most in the lobby behind, obviously, Bound and Legend, which, I mean, when they're slaying by that much, no wonder, obviously, they had more damage. Most damage on his team. And I know you're probably thinking, oh, that's just one match. Don't worry, I got you. I took the last 2, and another performance where 49 kills, 39 assists, 18,173 damage, right behind Lucid. If we're talking about individual stats, and even the eyeball test as well, I promise you, there's no way, shape, or form we can be blaming Formal for not winning tournaments. And in fact, again, I don't think getting second place, making it to 3 consecutive grand finals, is a bad performance by a team by any means. But I know a lot of people always say, if you're not first, you're last. It's actually factually incorrect, but whatever. Now, one thing that did get brought up that I feel like is worth talking about is I wonder how his team feels about it. Like I feel like, again, he's been dropping major hints about, you know, ultimately leaving for Call of Duty, and although I don't believe his team would probably say it out loud, but I would imagine that, like, if it was me personally, I'd be like, yo, if I'm going to war, that's my brother right there. I'm going in the trenches, and again, I'm not saying that this is the case, but it sometimes can be, the narrative can be spun as like a 1 foot out the door kind of thing. Like, it could be tough mentally on your teammates, I would imagine. If it was me, I'm mentally weak. I'm over here like, that's running in the back of my mind all day, every day. Like, I wouldn't be able to perform at my best if I'm constantly thinking about the fact that, is this the last tournament I'm playing with my teammates? The last season that I'm playing with my teammate? Luckily for Optic Gaming, I feel like they have super strong mentals, because so far, at least it doesn't look like this has affected them in any way as far as performance-wise. They've made it to 3 grand finals in a row, so pretty damn good if you ask me. That's one thing that I did see brought up a few times on the Reddits and on the Twitters that I thought was worth kind of mentioning there, because I know that would affect me personally if I was put in that position. Another question would be, what does this mean for Halo as a whole? And I'm gonna be honest with you, like losing Formal would be a big hit. It would be. I mean, you're talking about one of the faces of the league right now. Like, when you think of competitive Halo, you know, some of the faces that you think of, the Snake Bites, the Renegades, the Lucids, the Legends, the Stellars, the Bounds. Like when you think of faces of the league, Formal is right up there. He may be top 2 or 3 when it comes to faces. Like, every time this man goes live for any given reason, he's top in the list, like automatic. Formal brings numbers, and I feel like there's no real secret about that. And so losing Formal to Call of Duty would be a big hit. And finally, you know, we get down to the question is, do we think that Formal is leaving for Call of Duty? And I think right now, I would say yeah. I mean, like I said, he's been dropping major hints. Even outside of that Nadeshot video, he's been dropping major hints for quite some time. So I feel like there's a very good chance that we could be losing Formal next year. You know, hey, who knows though? Something crazy might happen that might catch his eye. Maybe he stays, but right now, Call of Duty is looking very good. I'm sure the money's looking very good. And also, Formal likes to challenge himself. You know, he likes to really push his limits. So, you know, flipping from Halo to COD, back to Halo, and then back to COD, and proving that he can still be one of the best players in the game, I'm sure that's a great challenge for him. One that he wants to explore a bit. So there's a good chance we do end up losing Formal, and it could be a big hit to Halo. But don't worry, you already know. There's plenty of passionate players. There's plenty of passionate professionals. You know, I got enough passion for everybody. Don't worry. As far as the passion, we're gonna be just fine. And I really believe in the next season of Halo. I think this season has been incredible, so much fun to watch, and I think next season is gonna be more of the same. So whether it's with Formal or not, we're gonna be okay. I'll catch you guys later. Don't forget to like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Comment down below. And until the next video, peace out.